You know, we got to do it, man. It's time to kick it to my man, Coach. He already pissed off to the highest level of festivity.
I'm ready.
So go ahead and let this thing go ahead and talk about this defense, brother.
AG, come here for a second. Come here. Lean in here. Lean here. Lean. All right, now, first and foremost, the 4-2-5 is a versatile defense, but the 4-2-5 is it's a more nowadays type defense for people who like passing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a versatile defense, quote unquote, but it's never good against the run. And I know that because we ran that my first year of coaching at Jackson Northwest, and we got our asses whooped by teams who just want to run the ball. When you go against a team like Carolina and you're not worried about any of their receivers, DJ Moore is good, but we're not like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Like that means you got to sell out against the run. That means you cannot run the 4-2-5. Take that safety off the field, bring Derek Barnes in, you know what I'm saying? And shorten the gap between the D-line and linebackers. I'm looking at that game, it was like 3-4 yards in between the D-line and the linebackers. Like when Chuba Hubbard and Deontay Foreman got past the D-line, there was nobody to touch him. Nobody. They was like, oh, they was, you know what I'm saying? They was, oh, hey, they was doing all that. As soon as they got past the line, they was having a party. And that comes from you have to run three linebackers when you go against a team that is running and pounding the ball, because when you go to 4-2-5, now you splitting the field 50-50. You know what I'm saying? That's too much responsibility. When you get an all-run team like Carolina was being, you got to split the field in thirds. You know what I'm saying? That means guard, tackle, tight end, right? Then guard, center, guard, and then guard, tackle, tight end. You know, you got to split the field in the thirds, and that allows a player to play downhill, because when you have guys like playing 50% of the field, you got a slight hesitation. You know what I'm saying? When that ball goes, because you can't shoot that gap that quick, because if you do and you choose the wrong gap, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? What happened. So there was a little bit of hesitation. It wasn't all the way downhill straight running to the ball. And man, and then two, you gotta get the D ends have to put their hand in the dirt. When you got guys in the 2-point, it's not a good run stop fit. When you getting pushed around like that, you gotta put your hand in the dirt, 3-point, and just go at it and move the line of scrimmage back and allow your linebackers to clean up. You know, that standing in the 2-point stance from the D ends was not working at all.
Yeah, not in this game.
Yeah, man, because the first thing you do is they got their hand in dirt, they coming at you, you kind of like, you know what I'm saying, but you're moving backwards. You know what I'm saying, and you don't really realize it until you're like, oh shit, I'm 3 yards in the damn my linebackers. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. I really don't have nothing to say about the DBs. You know, I mean, you can, but I mean, really, when you have as much running yards as they had, I don't even care about the DBs. I don't care about Jeff Okudah not really playing good. I don't care about Will Harris. I don't care about Sean Elliott not playing. None of that. I don't care about none of that. I'm looking at the front six that y'all try to put in there and try to walk a safety down. I should have had 7. I should have had that meat up there. And that's what it is, man. You cannot do that 4-2-5 against a run-dominant team, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, AG, but if you do it again, I'm going to knock you out.
Like I said, man, they gave a franchise record rushing to Carolina. And they stacked the box with the safeties. They played single high safety and was getting gashed. But I'll say this. I think that Deshaun Elliott's leadership in lining them up was missed. I think that was the missing part for me. And you know how well he plays. He plays in the run game, but I think his leadership was missed. You had two guys that were, because you had a rookie back there in Kirby Joseph, and then you had Iffy back there. So you kind of like, it's like you got a guy who's just now learning the position. So yeah, you can't do that, man. I would have rather see them play a 4-3 than a 4-2-5, definitely. Bugs, man, what's up? Losing your cool, bro. Come on, man. And if we was trying to mount a comeback, that really killed that right there, man. That was a bad play for you, man. I know you was frustrated all day, but come on. Okuda, we're gonna change your emoji from a pepper to a piece of bread because you was toast yesterday. DJ Moore was lighting you up. But here's the biggest thing for me, that because they ran the ball, but even when they passed the ball, check this out. They did not sack Sam Darnold one time. But guess what they didn't do? We had zero quarterback hits. He had no pressure on him at all. So he just threw the ball, ran the ball. He did everything. So our defense displayed, our defense was that was a support performance by our defense. This all around, the game, offensive defense was just a bad look, man. What you got, LF?
I'm not gonna call a professional football player soft, but it was a bad effort. Like I said again, same thing for the offensive line. We just got out physical. They played us how they wanted to play us, and they did what they wanted to. We played like it was cold outside. Deshaun Elliott, was definitely missed. You know, even though they had some, I didn't really like yeah, they had the guys playing. They had Kirby Joseph in the box. It's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, that's not his Jimmy Jam.
Yeah, it was just a bad game. Everybody played like they hadn't played all season. I know that I'm gonna call it an anomaly. I won't be like, you know, it's just I expect them to go back to normal next week, which I do, but I didn't like this. I hated this. This is a bad defensive effort. Looked real bad out there. They had 240 rushing yards in the first half. They both said it was Chuba Hubbard, I think it was. He was the starter, right?
Hubbard's the start. Yeah.
I don't know if I think they said last week he had a season high 80 or something, whatever it was. They were talking about his season stats and how they weren't that great. And he had 79 rushing yards on that first drive. So it's like, God damn. You know, but I know for those that watched Free for All Friday, I blame, this is a joke, by the way, but I blame Luke G. Because Luke G was talking crazy. Like, we gonna do whatever we want. We can do whatever in the hell. And it's like a couple of them guys watched that show and was like, oh, really? And they all got turned up. And they all took it out on our offensive line and defensive line, and we couldn't do a goddamn thing about it. Everything that Coach Mike said as well, you know what I'm saying, with the whole scheme fit and stuff like that. I'm not going to, you know, as they say, throw the baby out with the bathwater, because up until now, it had been looking okay. You know, things have been looking decent. They just did what they wanted to. Like, that's all I can say. Like, we've all been outside in the cold. Like, you ever had to work outside or you just do anything outside. You got the guys that's out there doing whatever the hell you got to do, and it's the guys who standing around, man, it's so goddamn cold. They was the guys standing out there saying, man, it's so goddamn cold, with their hands and shit. And, you know, everything. The cold affected them. How we didn't think, I personally didn't think it would, you know. We played like how people was saying that Miami would play when they went to Buffalo. You know, we just was shocked by the fucking cold.
Yeah, the field turf, I can't call it, man, but whatever it was, man, you need to get that out your system, because you got another cold game coming up here in 2 weeks, man, and in Lambeau coming up. I know you.
That's on grass though, but
that's on grass, but definitely
Carolina. You think you
and it's gonna
Carolina? Where you think your ass Lambeau?
Man, but I'll tell you this, it was like 20. It was like 27 degrees. It was. I think it may have been warm. About as warm because with the wind chill factor, it was like 16 degrees with the wind chill factor. So yeah,
not the way you was bundled up looking like the abominable snowman.
Yeah, man. Hey, I can't lie to you. I was. Man, to hear what myself and Ella had to say about this segment, man. Tune into the full version of today's Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl, right here on your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors.